Politicians want to make their decision just to spoon. You want to know what happened in the ministry to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Funjama, Maryland to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat keep on congratulate my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV.
Yes, sir. The special one from the CEO, standing with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the South Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moreover, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Funjama, Maryland to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat keep on congratulate my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Spoon Spoon entertainment. Go up.
The one from the CEO, standing with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the South Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. With the children crying for starvation, just don't smoke. You want to get a news update, my brother, don't smoke. You want to know what is happening, my brother, don't smoke. Politicians want to make their decision, just don't smoke. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, don't smoke. Don't smoke. Don't smoke. You from Vanjama, Maryland, don't smoke. Don't smoke. If you eat keep on grudging like my brother, don't smoke. You got a small TV, you got a small radio, don't smoke. Don't smoke. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? This one you back today. School TV. This one you back today. School TV. School Bala. Skiddy dabado. School TV. School entertainment.
Welcome to the program Spoon Talk, and it doesn't matter where you are. This is your premium program, the program that is second to none in the Republic of Liberia. My name is Baron Brown, and let me say good evening to you, Jeans. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Honorable. You getting me?
Yes, you're live.
Good evening, Honorable Baron Brown. And you need a big question. Why you have to dress up like this, bro? What's happening? Who are you talking to?
What's the definition of this?
No, bro.
For me to give an account about dressing or my dress code?
I mean, who are you talking to?
Or who do I want to impress?
Okay, that's where I was going. First, who are you talking to? And that answer will lead to impression.
Fatu.
No, man, Basel people can waste time, man. I love Basel guys, this syndrome of Basel man dressing almost everything that they will get. I know you, my friend, we've been friends for many years.
No, but the thing here is it is not just unique. It is not just unique.
Conversation.
All right. No.
We've been friends for many years, and on many occasions we went for events, and we went to many places. We got money, we got good money, but the next day you called me. We went down Waterside. You bought clothes with all of your money. So I know Basel people, they can sell their whole house to buy clothes.
Are you kidding me?
Even Sylvester Kevin now, he knows about it. One time we went somewhere, I think we got like 200. The next day you call us, we went down Waterside. That day, how I was thinking about it. I really thought we were going for just a get together. But when we got there,
the big platform, you lying to the labyrinth. The big platform.
you spend 170, and Sylvester called me on the side. He was like, James, why Barrow spending all that money beyond clothes? I said, well, the man are Basel, man. What you think? What's up, bro?
Not bad, man. Well, that's just the flip side of it. I'm okay. Yeah. And how is the study with you?
You already said now in school, then you can ask me how to study. you and Benita, you already said.
I like my get Benita Ure, but there's a possibility you come back to this country with baby from Poland.
Girl, leave me. And when I read out, I was sitting with one of my new professors, right? I was sitting with him. So when the notification came on my phone, I was asking him about our plan
Mm,
of study. I was asking him because when our first day was like introduction, it's everywhere. So when the notification came to me, my phone was laying out like this on the phone, and on the table it was open like this. So when the message came, when the notification came, I just pressed on it. I started laughing. He was like, "Why are you laughing, James? Why are you laughing?" I told him, "No, I have one of my friends. I have one of my friends in Liberia. That guy, he fought the war. So every
oh,
time when he sees my picture." And he started to explain to me about the Liberian Civil War. I
ah,
told him, "But Professor, I'm from there. I went
yeah.
through it. I know about it."
So
Yeah,
you doing
man.
for the war?
Yeah. Oh, bro.
That's
Then
it.
he read Benita comment. As soon he read the comment, he told me, "This guy is your best friend." I told him, "How
Oh,
you know?" He said, "I know." He said, "I'm a professor and I've been going through this." He said, "I have many of them. This is how they treat me on social media." I told him that is the only female in Liberia who can drag me anyhow.
yeah.
What's
It's just
up?
that it was burning. Well, I'm okay. God is manning us. I want to use your stuff. We
Yeah,
are
man.
okay amidst all of the difficulties. We are strong, and
Yeah.
we are on the ground, protecting the ground.
And and to really appreciate you guys. Yeah, y'all did well today. That broadcast from the LMP headquarters, it was
Yeah.
super. And y'all holding the ground, man, my man. Y'all holding the ground. We gotta
And
fight. Let's fight.
yeah, the thing here is we have to fight for the country. I mean,
Yeah,
somebody somewhere have to talk. Everybody can just be silent on a national issue. We can't just say, "Oh, that the people think." Let them go ahead. If that the people think, then the people just govern the country the way they want to govern the country. So somebody got to stand up,
yeah,
and it is going to pay off. It is not just against this identical government, but any government to come. You have to
yeah, yeah,
talk.
yeah.
It is your
So,
country.
Dr. Richardson will not be on tonight. She's not going to be on. Former Minister Fagon will moderate. So while we're keeping the ground solid for them to come, give us some training events, and after you will welcome some people, and I will do some. You do, I do. Minister Fagon will be coming in tonight. So go ahead. You can start giving us. Okay, the minister is already getting set.
Okay.
He appears like someone who is firing already even before getting the racket.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
follow all of his posts on the social media, and I was like,
But why I can't see if I can post? I mean,
you see
block
your
me.
friend
Go
on
ahead.
Facebook.
I can see.
Okay, anyway. So
I can
basically,
see.
today, President Georgia, the European Union, the AU, ECOWAS, they have said that they they were, fraudulent. Uh, yes, that's the ECOWAS. They said that the elections, the Nigerian elections, had some irregularities.
Minister Fagon, do your phone.
Are you getting me, Jeans?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, so
Why are
let
you
the
there for me to do? I do my phone like that, I can be fine.
I'm coming. You know the reason why it's good to do your film like that is
Jesus,
for
come on.
television. There are many people who watching on television. When you do your film like this, when they're watching you like this, you will not appear better, right? So if you do it like this, it will go fully on their television. This is television view.
Let me warn you, good day. If you lie, I go watch the tape. I be looking ugly.
Leave it that you go watch this tape. Just leave it that you go and see yourself.
I
When
see
you come out, you
myself
give
right now.
me.
You know how I looking?
Uh-uh.
Looking like in small window, protecting myself from you and the man.
That is how I'm looking. But just the way that you will appear on the entire
That's
screen.
why I want to appear to be BJ. Like you fat people trying to hide and say you stay insisting. Okay, let me show that I'm fat now. If that's what you want, no problem. I can
All right,
show that I'm
sir.
fat.
All right,
And
sir.
you might be watching you.
We're watching you.
Let me take myself on the camera.
Yeah. Okay. So you see how you looking good now? Yeah. Then you can come back on. Let's see.
about?
Wait, you know the minister that old faction,
Yeah,
that
that
BBC,
BBC.
born
BBC.
before computer. We gotta take it easy with them. As when it comes by, it coming tall.
Nothing. Nothing.
BBC,
BBC born before computer.
the minister at BBC, born before computer.
You see that the problem you're getting in the country. We started 2018 before your
No,
kind
you were born before. No. Minister Fagon, I agree that you were born before
no,
the morning of.
the Facebook thing, you can show me your post from 2007, your video there.
But there was no video. I'm coming.
I don't man get video from 2007.
Wait now, Minister Fagon.
I got video from 2010. Don't just go and say, yeah, ain't no other
Minister
Fagon.
Fagon.
Crazy, man.
1 minute in Liberia. I'm not saying the politics about running campaign and so forth. Facebook Live came in 2016. The middle part of 2016.
That's
yes.
the time you know, right?
No. That's the time it came. January.
I'm giving you assignment. You do it when I bring it. When you're not coming by here. You gotta go back to my videos on my Facebook page. Go back as far as many years. Just be clicking on it.
No. But Mr. Fagon, you recorded a video and posted it. There was no live in
2016. What we run? You don't get cum. I get cum. But you don't get hair. I get hair. Why are you fighting me for the cum for? So right now, there's no evidence to be shown.
But the evidence
will come back and show the evidence.
Okay,
so leave that topic before you tell the people who show on it. Leave it. That tomorrow will appear before Brian, and then we'll get the evidence. You don't want to be like some people who say that they disarmed the man when they were sitting in the Senate. They disarmed the man don't have no gun. I know he wasn't watching the thing yesterday in the Senate.
I said, we're going to down.
No way. There you go, claim us there with a gun. They just take it from him right there.
No, it is not confirmed whether they took the gun from him.
Well, okay, wait, I will tell you something. And I want to can say something I can bring fun to the show. Well, they take it from him. They didn't take it from him. He went inside that building with gun.
Yeah.
On TV announced it. He came outside with belt.
No, he came outside. Maybe he gave the gun to somebody. We cannot confirm whether they took it from him.
I'm not talking about the person. I said the man went inside the building with gun inside. He came back outside with belt. True or false?
Yes.
True.
Now the man need to tell, what happened to the gun inside there? Whether he shoot it or they take it from you, that's not my business.
And he refused to talk to us.
Then secondly, he walked around all the way outside the police station. I said to the city hall.
And he got on back to go home.
Hey, call. Hey, man. You buy like all kind of thing, oh. That the play rich. You see the paper I say you your man swallow eyeball.
The man said he had accident in 1994.
And up to now, the man eyeball stays for damn man. Teens,
but they get accident like go for left turn.
I never see injury for left turn. But you know the part enjoying our whole thing today. My brother Koji King Asa got in the on Mac, a Koti Spoon TV on Mac pickup. Left a man in there.
Yeah, I saw the pickup.
The first man to leave everybody that the lawyer. I never see that one before. The lawyer can say my client not talking. The lawyer can carry a client in the car. He go with a client because he want no mistake. The other lawyer lead the two people behind. Yeah. Then the two people, the mayor lead the other two people behind. Then the other two people walk. The most funny thing to me was when the man look, I know that you're a reporter or somebody say, why you looking at me like that for? Then the guy said,
another female, I think Goman. The reporter I listened to, her name is Goman. You know her. She's the one always reporting on women.
The guy said, oh, now why you look at you again? Why you look at me like that? Why you look at oh, the man on the paper.
Yeah.
Plenty thing happened today.
Oh, so many.
Plenty.
1994 photo to 2003 photo. Now the 2003 photo still get an MCC flag on it. And all the MCC team. But the 2003 photo in the Land Cruiser Jeep that he talking about, it got 2022 plate on it.
Yeah.
Echo. So you go back and fall into town. Yes,
and I want to go back. I want to go back to town and see myself growing up as a child, the way I used to behave. I want to go back into time.
Yeah, that Tawagina you want to eat with snail, but not possible. Yeah. I see the man, the man grow the gray hair. Don't picture me, I saying you ain't see the gray hair.
Yeah.
Today they call it, man. But again, you see that thing in where Mark, the circle, that 94 injury there. Echo.
And even Diamond, Diamond made us to understand that he did not attend his child.
That one that was there before yesterday, I brought the news right here. I said, the man said, our head team.
Yeah.
Then the money, then the money, the man confirmed the city. I say, yeah, I'm good. They asked him why. He said, because our head team. Then he said, that for, brother, we got, the Land Cruiser is talking about all that kind of thing. I sent one proposal to look at Baranja laughing and say, but how the Ghana can manage? They're not on the ground, but they into everybody's business. Baron.
You are well informed.
When you outside Liberia, everybody won't give you information. There are many people who don't want to talk.
Besides that, hey, you want John Westcott Johnny?
That's it.
You don't want Johnny leave it. Good day. You want John Westcott Johnny. And when you Johnny, make sure you come with your children with them. When I eat the other poor children and they come, are you for your own? You say, oh, I got some. The 5 people that eat my own children in their witchcraft thing were in Good Day and Baron. The 2 people that ate my own children first, I'm sure Good Day can remember, that was Julius J and Jala Griffey. I on the plane coming to the country, the men are setting for me. I landed at the airport. The first statement I made that the Senate hearing was just a mere hearing. Oh, I was finishing the man. The man eat me Jala Kanya. But I pay my debt. Pay my debt. Welcome, Colonel E. Remy Gray. We're just warming up. We got 6 more minutes down, pushing the clock to 4 p.m. here in the United States, which will be 9 p.m. there in Monrovia, if I'm sure. Maybe Byron will tell us whether we're saying the truth. And today, as the moderator, I'll be running around you guys and running you into circles. I ask you guys to look at the contradictions from Jefferson Koji, Valley Teller, and the government. And for me, I find it most interesting that the justice minister will say he will investigate, that the police director will say he disarmed the man and he get gun, but the other man will go get gun, show us a way back police certificate, then come to our faces and tell us he's the only one allowed to carry firearm. And then the police director had already told us he's not allowed to. So this morning, your man got dressed. You know how Baron can dress. So the man got dressed, the Baron, neatly dressed.
But he didn't wear coat.
No, you couldn't wear coat. He wanted to show the gun.
Okay.
If he had worn the coat over the shirt, it would have been like an FBI or a CIA agent. He wanted to bluff. He wanted to show himself. And you see, even Good Day tried to cover him to say, we don't know whether they took it from him or he gave it to somebody. For me, he went in the building with the gun assumed. And came back with a belt on. So
yes, the reason that we cannot confirm, whatever you can confirm, you can't talk about it much.
But that's why I'm confirming to you, he went in the building. Okay, let me help you here because they still have been inside long. He went into the building, putting his arm on his side. He came back out of the building without his gun. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Okay, did he come back out of the building with his gun? As he went into the building? That's my question.
We cannot confirm.
No. Wait now. Spoon Network is a credible network. He went into the building. Yeah, it says gun on his side.
Majestically walking.
Yes, you see his gun there. He went into the building with the gun. And our Spoon reporter said he came back out of the building butt naked. Not butt naked, but without his gun, under his belt.
Yeah.
So based on what I saw and the credibility of my reporters from Spoon,
the reporter kept, I'm
his
coming.
gun. Wait a minute.
Mr. Fagon, the reporter kept asking him, where is the gun? Where is the gun?
Baron,
And he did not reply.
Baron, ain't you see her, man?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah.
I said he went
in
into
the
building with a gun,
James.
and he came back out without the gun.
Yes.
And the same way Gene said, I got no video, 2016. I'm leading you 1-0. I just want you to know 1-0. But we're going to Baron. Baron, have your share of the fun. We got 3 days. We'll go to James. Then from there, we go to Remy Gray before we hit the 4 o'clock mark and start dissecting the real issues.
Well, from my end, I would just tell the world, tell you guys.
I say you must share the fun, though. Don't be too political. Why are you contradiction that's funny?
The only thing, just seeing the man running, the guy was carrying the gun inside running as though. All right, that's it. Look at. So meaning he entered the building with the gun and did not come back outside.
But how you going to test me?
And just as we're talking, right, let's listen to the Police Inspector General Smo.
The head of city police, was a trainer of the Labrador National Police. He's not in the employ of the Labrador National Police, so he is not to bear arms. But what happened was, when he tendered his resignation, he had a gun assigned to him by the Labrador National Police. So we went after him, and later on, we got the weapon from him. So if he bears any other weapon, it's not an assigned weapon for NLP, and we are not going to condone him carrying arms. But the arm I was exhibiting around that I am aware of, it's a Labrador National Police arm, but we took the arm from him because we told him, once you are not in the employ of the Labrador National Police, you cannot bear our arms. Right. So we disarmed him.
But this press conference was on Friday, I believe. So when did you take the arm from him?
We took the arm from him maybe for a month or so.
And I've just forwarded the press conference to your WhatsApp account.
Okay.
So you can listen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look, definitely if you have a firearm, we'll have to go after him.
I'm just informing you.
Right. Yes, thank you.
Chiefs, you want to we just begin a guy in the country, I didn't know.
Why?
You put a man ID card there, you put a fax there, then you are teasing me, the man the message definitely will go after. But how he managed to go inside now with a gun that is not from the Liberian police now? They took it from him almost a month ago. He entered the police station with new gun. Wait for me, I got to tell my team. He entered the police station with new gun. Then he come out outside the arresting and detain him. James, you're wicked. You don't want to know why they get you here. You wicked.
I'm trying to call. We will try to talk to most the spokesman. We will try to call him. If he picks our call, that's it. We'll try to call him and ask.
What did he go and ask the man? They say when the man carry gun, we'll go after him. Now they go after the man. The man walk inside the baby with a gun. Now when you gotta go after him, you're supposed to hold him, right?
Yeah.
Now the fun. Now the biggest video you get for today. If we find him with gun, we'll go after him. Okay, we'll go after him. You might just be showing the video where he walking inside the police station with a gun now. And then he let him make us without the gun. Oh, the senator will very chew that one again. James Banning will finish the police director, seriously. But let's go to Remy Gray. Let you hear some of him on the fun, the contradictions.
I like to see those two guys. They remind me of Shrek. Both of them, both of them lift weight so much that they just so I don't know who will be blowing who. Where, but the problem is Patrick. has become the biggest embarrassment, as you can say. I mean, you want to lie, but you don't even know how to lie. You lie. Everything, everything going on happened on the opening. Everybody seeing the man with gun. We've been seeing the city police with gun. Then you say nobody there supposed to carry a gun. So you, the policeman, are supposed to be, policing people with gun. You don't even know when people carry gun. So apparently, you man, the guy went in the station there with that gun. They just say, "My man, don't."
No, the man enter.
They enter.
That the video Jim showing.
That's what I'm saying. That they say, "My man, we're trying to cover up, but you're not supposed to bring the weapon, So give it we'll give it back to you."
That the thing. Look at the man going inside. See the. Hey, try to take on.
Oh my God!
Look. And yeah. It's the other front to it, right? James, correct me if I'm wrong. During the press conference, imagine the RG supposed to be on top of a game. Yeah. During the press conference, the man had a gun. He was carrying a gun, and it was flagged by Spoon. Then the following day, you go before the Senate, they ask you say you took the gun from the man a month ago. So you are supposed to think and say, but we have received information. And the man told him from the WhatsApp, the press conference, the man had gone. Then you still sit down there and I'm like, oh my God. I think we saw James, you saw be the new police director.
But the man denied having social media account, Facebook and WhatsApp. Then he say, I saw it on Facebook. So how do you get on this Facebook if you don't have Facebook?
No, with that you cannot say that he account.
No. Can you get on Facebook without an account?
There is an account on Facebook with my picture, and it is not for me.
No.
This account is always posting things about me.
Mm-hmm. Can you get on Facebook to even see that picture without a Facebook account?
I'm saying no. Maybe the inspector general, what he said, it is true because when this incident.
But you're not answering the main question. Can you log into Facebook without yourself having an account? That's the question he asking.
That's the question.
I can use somebody's account to log in to check Facebook.
But whether you use somebody's account, you say you don't have a Facebook account, but you saw it on Facebook. Now when people ask you how.
He said to show it to him. He said when he went out of Senate, he had to show it to him. Yeah.
James, you know, Baron, you too quiet.
No, I'm just here following all of the phrase.
I
just following the phrase. Yeah. Because you see the police director, they may not know how to lie.
Yeah.
Two things, maybe he know how to lie. Or
I think he Deacon can lie.
Yeah. Deacon can lie.
I respect him for that, yes.
He saw Deacon in Widows Chapel, opposite the Chinese complex.
Yes.
So wait,
real Christians don't lie.
There are two things when you say somebody don't know how to lie.
Yeah.
One, it could be they don't know how to lie good enough.
Yes.
Right? Or two, they don't lie at all. So which one are you talking about?
When the smart people can lie.
They don't lie. They don't lie at all.
Smart people can lie. Stop that thing. I don't lie.
I disagree.
Mr. Vago, you know how many times you have.
Give me one lie. Let me see it a lie.
You stuttering?
He knows. Minister Vagon told us how to bring in 2.5 billion contract to Liberia.
2.5 billion, buddy.
Investment?
Investment from China.
Oh, yes.
You see how you get
They put to the man.
The people say they went to the place. They had to handle the Beltway Summit. You don't tell me stop. They posted they bringing in 2.5 billion. Then you say I'm allowed. The people went to China and they were bringing it. Just I ain't reached yet.
And I was the one who asked Mr. Vagon that question. He was like, our government is ready and we have security. It is coming.
It is coming.
So, Minister Vagon, are you telling me you are just like, sorry, garbage in, garbage out, anything they give, just come to the public.
No. They want a challenging good day now on the record. The president went to China.
Okay.
He attended the African Summit, the Beltway. They call it Beltway. Google it. They said 2.5. I said the Chinese man said, and that's small thing. But I will apologize one day if he reach
All right,
after
fine.
2024. If he reach, I'll tell people sorry, the hearty. I lie. Just tell people what they tell me to talk. But I in China.
Oh man, not because you not come to Maryland when we talking about Beltway, that the Belt and Road Initiative.
Yeah.
My man would have called it Bellway because the ticket they gave me over there 7 different tickets. 7. I can never pass that road again. Even they tell me free, so I can go on it.
The Beltway?
But,
Oh, yeah.
but anyway, it's 4:07, guys, and we got to start doing the Liberian people business. I'd like to welcome Isaac Tupa, the Honorable Contradictory Gray. Good day, you're welcome. Chairman Barron, you got to stay with us. The first segment here, we will be looking at some of the contradictions coming from this case from the very moment it started, that we got to know about it and broke the news to where Councillor Verdia gave us the breaking news, and following the investigations and understanding. We'll be looking at the contradictions, whether it's meant something funny, because a lot of it seemed to be hilarious. We'll be going around here. One of the things I would like for us to do, because since most of the time we do the talking, is to pause for a minute, Baron. And while the Liberian people are stay awake, we normally stay late. You will agree with me. So it's about 9:07. And we want to have them give us 15 minutes of their thoughts so far on the contradictions before my able, illustrious, and dynamic panelists like you guys weigh in on what the people, not like what could they do. Oh, the man went inside, we know that they not confirmed that the man had gone. I leave him 1-0 now. Anything you do here today, I will leave him, and you should back the score. So let's go to the Liberian people. The former CEO said, this is their platform. This is their station. It belongs to the people. Let's understand from the people their thoughts on the contradictions. It just asks them simple English. Did you find anything funny or disturbing? Did something confuse you? That will give good day, Honorable Isaac Tupa, Contradictory Gray, and you an appreciation of the thoughts of the people with regards to the contradictions and what their thoughts are. Over to you, Brian.
All right, so let's let us go to our telephone lines now. This person, hello.
Mario Jackson calling from 17th Street.
Yes.
Mario Jackson calling from 17th Street.
Welcome to the program, Maurice Jackson.
Yeah. Thank you. It's so unfortunate they're not on the smartphone to see the video that are going on. But sincerely speaking, to lie is hard. Not H-I-G, it's H-A-R-D. It's hard to lie. To lie, you must find another lie to cover the first lie. It is clear that there are things going in the country that we are going to election and we see it's glaring. It is clear. One of that police director that Tico again lie, but to lie, my brother, is very hard. You not see me. You can't say Mario Jackson with orange t-shirt today. No, there's no way you are not seeing it. You will get guess. So yeah, thank you for the information.
Thank you very much. Let's take this question. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where do you call from? 1 minute.
So this is Pierre Abraham Sama. I joined from Electoral Division to Johnsonville. I want to say thanks to the chief in studio, Eugene Facon. When I saw a post, I knew that you had something to bring to our disco again. You had some information. The thing is, these guys don't know how to lie. And to lie is very hard. Something that happened, they want to pretend that. Imagine the first thing was this man said this man does not work at MCC. If I didn't know the man at all. Later, they said the photo that way in the Nancy. You're looking at photo that the graphic screen.
No. Please correct our caller. Honorable caller. The mayor did not say that valid.
No, he's not referring only to the mayor.
And no one said it.
No, listen.
Yeah, you're correct him before he go with that information.
Hold on. Good day.
Hold on.
Let them go ahead.
Okay, I think he just left the line.
Yeah,
Minister
hold on. Let the Liberian people have their say. As far as I know, and you know, They said the photos, and that is the commanding officer or the director of the city police said those photos were from 1994.
Yes.
I don't think he's speaking directly about Kochi. He's
No,
talking
he
about
said, the
contradictions.
brother said that they confirmed that he's not working at City Hall at first. That is why I was corrected.
That's why I'm saying let them have the say, take your notes, and then you can, when you come, that's why I said all of us will make a round trip on the callers and what they say.
So 077771075. Let's take this question. Good evening.
Hello.
What is your name?
Yeah, I'm Benjamin calling from Plaza.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually frustrated, and I don't even know how to even describe it, because you cannot say a man is not involved. Let's first of all, let's look at his physical appearance today. When you see the man appearance today from the video that I saw, it would tell you that probably maybe the pepper spray that the woman used on him is still affecting the eyes. Most of that, the man, we saw him with gun, but all of a sudden when he came out, then the gun disappeared. So we don't really know what to do as peaceful citizens of this country. So the government actually needs to tell us somebody hearing that is going on with the country, they need to give an account of it. That's the only way the Liberian people will be satisfied.
That's the only way. That's the only way the Liberian people will be satisfied. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Yes, welcome to the program Spoon Talk. What is your name and where do you call from?
Yes, Byron. I'm Melvin Tucker Jr. and I call from Tennessee.
Okay.
Minister Eugene Facon and the rest of the other guys, good morning to all of you guys in the U.S. And I really want to say a very big thank you to Eugene and the rest of the other guys, including Richard Singh, because the other guys, everything hearing that happened with Singh, it was only you guys that came in to keep the show, the voice of the Liberian people, to keep the voice of the Liberian people on. The other people who were enjoying doing the Christmas day, they are all left, and they were all going around from radio station to another radio station with all bad news and all what they enjoyed, and they were saying it the other way around. So I call purposely to say a very big thank you to Eugene and then the other guys for keeping the show on. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome to the program Spoon Talk.
Yeah, my name is you're from Mentos.
Your line is breaking up. Just change your location, please. Okay, let's take this person. Hello. Yes.
My name is Cooper Pass, and I follow this email from District 11.
Welcome, Cooper Passaway.
Yeah, I followed the scenario at the Lebanese police today. It was so laughable to the extent that the RG, if we have integrity and honesty, we have to decide a procedure as RG of this country. Because many Lebanese, you are clear that after you go to somebody from the City Corporation are allowed to carry firearms. But surprisingly, we saw the police, the head of the NCC police, carry firearms at the station. And it was on video. Later, we come out and tell the public that firearm was for the guy because doesn't have the right to carry firearms. And the funny part is, the guy disclosed his certificate, his article on the social media claiming that he's qualified, so he doesn't care about the statement made by the RG. So we don't know how the project is going because everybody trying to be boss for him or herself. So the country we have praise God or to what you come. That president and his team just leave. So we can be a responsible president. We're very responsible team now. But when the country where people go to pay funds, like insecurity will not be on the one place.
All right.
Everybody use the speech because I expect who the next family that will lose their relative life.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you to the platform. Thank you to everybody for doing the great work.
Thank you. Thank you. The great Cooper Passaway. Liberians are speaking tonight. 077771075. This person. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Aaron Morris calling from Yekepa.
Yes, Yekepa, Nima County. Welcome.
Thank you. You see, all the evidences that are produced by the people who accuse those guys, all the evidences are going in line and in sequence, and everything match the incident. Then all the defense that they are defending themselves, everything are just contradictory. This man said he was not involved in the act. Okay, the day he should have brought his daughter, his child also, he did not go there because the eye was hiding. That alone is an evidence that he was pepper sprayed. Okay, the coach said that he doesn't know this man. In fact, the man does not work with the Senate Corporation. And definitely, few days ago, he came by. He said he works with the Senate Corporation. And even at the press conference, when he tried to talk, he was always like guarding. They were guarding him. Even when they were carrying Oscar, they were guarding him and guarding him just as if they were guarding President. We are. In fact, the guy several times he stopped the man from talking, and he even held the man here on the table. So these are all things that we have seen in this country. This country is going backward. You got to be careful in this country.
Okay.
We have grown too far, and we have gone behind more than 100 years.
Thank you, my dear
So
brother.
better be careful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Yes?
This is okay.
Okay. Welcome to the program, Spoon Talk.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I decided to pray for Santa Waterspoon. I will remember him in my prayer. That one day God will set him free in Jesus' name.
Amen.
The Waterspoon will be set free one day.
Amen.
This is Rufus King from Soul Clinic.
Thank you, Mr. King. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the program, Spoon Talk.
Yeah. My name is Thomas Wood. I'm calling from the Parliament.
All right, Tama.
Yeah. The appearance of Tyler today is show that even he had a guilty conscience in him. You can tell for a conscience. God has just given the criminal side and live for them to do evil. If you look at God this morning, the appearance, you show that he didn't want to that act. Hello?
Yes, well, we are following you. We are listening.
Okay. He don't want to act. You guys are just keeping among them. Look at Joe Powell. Our at this place with NBDC. I thought Joe Powell was under NBDC. He killed a lot of people. They ran on that football field that he was fitting NBDC himself. I don't know where he was speaking NBDC last time. So those guys are there. They're keeping him there. You know, we want something happening. They send that we're going to go and kill a lot of people. They kill a lot of educated people. That's what they doing.
Okay.
They want to go on like do a president. That's why those guys are keeping them guarding for.
All right. Thank you.
Hello?
Our panelists, they are listening. They will address all of these concerns. Hello. 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 Hello.
How are you?
Yes, I'm okay. We are okay. What is your name and where do you come from?
Okay, my name is Charles Woto. I call you from Barnesville.
Yes, Charles.
Thank you very much for the talking points. This situation is a very big situation, and I think like things need to be very seriously. Most of the information that the counselor gave is clearly showing to us that you go up, you come down, like Liberians can say. We were brought down to this identical man to be the person that committed it. The thing Koji refused to identify the man. We had to press to ensure that this man is working at the city corporation. The only question I want to ask Koji tonight is why is he so much in relationship with people who are very well known killers in the law? Why are they around him? Why can you get friendly with different people, clean people, only people who have participated in a war before? Are the only good people you friendly with? Yeah, at the end of the day, these kind of things are happening. Coach needs to answer to it.
Thank
you
you
very much.
Thank you. Coach needs to answer these questions. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Mohammed Waxi. I'm joining from District 17.
District 17.
Yeah, let me use this time to say thank you for the platform. And today,
a photo, the activities of the issues at the Supreme Court. I mean, yes, at the Board of Justice, I follow it. My brother, this country that we find ourselves in today, we all need to be very careful and know how to do wrong with things. The IG and that of his box, I think the both of them, they are not even consulting one another, because when you listen to the both of them statement, you'll get to know that the two of them, they are saying two different things at the same time. And the brother today, when you look at his posture, you just look at his physical morphology, his body posture, it will speak for him that yes, indeed, he was guarded by these guys, what I will say. But if you look at it clearly, you'll know that yes, he's a doer. On another condition, that guys can be validated from the issues of the murder that took place.
Right.
And if you look at Jehovah's coaches also today, his appearance also today, that he was saying that after 1,000 to this and that, all these things you're just doing for the public to say, oh, but another man, the way you can see you, I offer 1,000 this and that. The fellow have been involved into so many things that today with the Liberian people we are looking at. So the issues of the case, it is not something to be taken less. That they follow the step, and I really want for the opposition to be into this matter and see the result of it. Again, I want to say a big congratulations to Senator Waterstone last night for leaving the position as a CEO for now and allowing the lady who have took over as a new CEO. And we hope that the lady that took over as a new CEO will do the best. Although that will be the interest of the Liberian people.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before you bring in the next caller,
Right.
I would like to announce that the contractors that were detained by the Liberian National Police have all been released, including the son of Gloria Musu Scott and that of the other individuals. So clearly, it's becoming apparent that indeed the first group of people that they held somehow are now, I'm not going to say cleared, but I'm going to tell the Liberian people tonight that we have received credible and it has now been confirmed that they've been released. And it was all due to the helpful nature of all of you guys on this network, breaking down and making the analysis point by point, day to day. I'd like for callers to take into consideration that indeed Mr. Teller said, first he said he don't even know where the woman lives. He had no contact with the woman. I'm talking about the first press conference, Goudet and Barron. He said he don't even know where the woman lives. He don't know anything about the woman. But today, upon the interview at the Liberian National Police headquarters, Valley Teller in white shirt said that he lives in a place called Christopolis on 7th Street, right near Finabono's house, which is also not far away from Gloria Scott. His brother, who owns the Islamic school, is a neighbor of Gloria Musu Scott. How can you not know that building? Call us. Over to you, Brian.
Okay, this person. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My name is Prince Samuel, and I call from Prince Juba tonight.
Okay, Prince.
From my standpoint, while it is true that I don't support anyone killing any Liberian citizen in no form or manner, I also want for us to go for the fight and check the fight as to how the person was die, who killed this person, rather than for insinuating that other people kill people. Now, you look at it, people are saying Koji is friendly with power and other people. Man, Prince Johnson is a murderer in this country. He killed people in this country. There are innocent blood on his hands. But man, I said he did business with him. Joseph Boga today is not doing business with him, also the same. So let us go for the fight and see as to who killed the people. They are Liberian citizens. It hurt every one of us, and stop alleging that somebody has done this or somebody is friendly with this. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Totally out of line. We're discussing the same issue as to who killed these people. And then you come and tell us next time, do not allow that conversation to border on what we're discussing, Brian, if you don't mind.
That's it. That's it. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, Adolfo Jones calling from Johnsonville.
Adolphus. Welcome to Spoon Talk.
Okay, thank you.
The biggest platform in the Republic of Liberia.
Yes. One very.
Your line is breaking up, Adolphus.
There was time when the person said it to me about it. The guy, he was elected.
No, Adolphus, we cannot continue with you. You have to change your location. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. This I've been discussion from a victim decision of file we were committed. And let me say good evening to the rest of the panel, including our Falcon.
All right.
The issue of insecurity and the city police who went at the station today. Let me appreciate the Liberia National Police. I think the media also had and society also had most of the police that.
Oh! I did not cut you off. Please call back. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother.
My name is CEO Mela Debler, and I join you from District 2 Chicken Soup Factory tonight.
All right, Debler.
Oh, thank you very much, my brother. Look, let me tell you, we have more to say, but now everybody is in fear. Everybody is in fear. So the only thing we can do now is we're looking at our international partner and that are our brothers that are here to help us. We want for this thing to come to reality. And the reality is already hanking. Everybody is looking at the reality. Everybody is looking at the reality. The killing that is going on in this country, everybody is looking at the reality. So we really want for this case, want for justice to be served. We want to see the justice reality in this country. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Hello.
Even to the sponsor.
Yes.
Let me say hi to you. My name is Mohammed and Contradictions. So then I still even this on a good and balance community.
Can you speak a little bit louder, please?
We have found a case for a lot of period for the past few weeks. But this federal actions and this sort of work the more abortion, right? Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Speak a little bit louder.
Yeah, Mr. Fagon, I said, what else, or if this fellow in questions work at the Montreal City Corporation, the MCC, because if so, yes, if you work there, my brother, this case, if you work there, what impulsive, okay, to go over there to work with P&D, that to be the main question in this country. You see this? You know, this is very important. It is very much important in our society because we have 3 months for another election. What kind of cases are going up as well? Because this is they was not for anything like rubber cases, no. You see this? Now the way the country is behaving now, I mean, the way the government is we need to be very much careful.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Good morning. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome to Spoon Talk.
Okay. Thank you. I really want to speak with Mrs. Titi Kane, the new CEO from Evan. Mrs. Kane, if you are listening to me, I think the task that has been given to you is a very big task. Know that as station manager, you have started the work, and the dream of CEO, the former CEO, was to give Labrador a voice to speak out. And the voice has been turned over to you. I beg, I pray that the Almighty God will give you the wisdom to continue the platform so that the Labrador will have a voice. I encourage everyone, James, Emmanuel, and the rest of the other guys, to please keep CEO dream. His dream was to give Labrador a voice, and that voice should continue, even in action, whatever, so that the Labrador will have a voice to speak out. Thank you.
Thank you. This person, good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
evening.
Welcome to Spoon Talk.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm James Fopa, calling from Upper Forward.
Okay.
Get me?
Yes, Jeans, we are getting you.
My own, I got simple question I just want to ask you. I want to know whether when anything happened to this former state woman, former chief justice, former justice minister, former chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee, and former senator of Maryland, whether the president of this republic took upon himself to drive his convoy to go tell the woman, never mind. Because you saw the president, when the board took that money from Niba County, when he found that money, 50,000, so our president left for here. So his convoy went Niba, who gave $10,000 to the family, give 2 mother boys, they ran put the boy on salary.
All right.
But they kind of try to get that happening to the woman. We ever went there to tell the woman, never mind. My question.
All right. Thank you. This person, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hello?
How you doing, Baba?
Yes, welcome to Spoon Talk.
Thank you. Can you hear me well?
You are live on the radio.
Thank you. My phone is not too good. My name is Long Gaji. Mr. Vago, how are you? And the rest of the family.
We're fine, sir.
Mr. Gaji, I live around the VOA. I'm your best friend. I don't know whether you're hearing me well.
We're hearing you.
Hello, you hearing me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. You know, it's just because of my children that I didn't go there to claim that 5,000. It was a book of 5,000. I really wanted to go claim it live. Say it was my brother who did that nonsense, and he has died. I was so furious when I heard about that 5,000. And the people play around it, actually. I'm so vexed about the whole issue. Now the government, I'm not a politician, but the government waited, the ruling party waited the 7 days almost before somebody can come out to condemn it, man. I feel so bad. And when somebody lie on you, you can feel free. You can feel the S is in your heart to go face justice. But when they don't lie on you, you feel when you're walking the tongue in your body. Why Jefferson could you follow that young man today? Why did they shooting him? And you know what the conservative said? He should have waited when the guy went to Nima County. He should have waited for him to come back from there. Because he carried the same value with him. I'm very sure. If I was going to cross the border, but he was there when he stayed in Nima, and then conservative was oh again. So you have to bring him back to Monrovia. Look, you do not have any security. Because if you bet me, ask anybody, the guy that will leak in the secret, they will tell you the kind of brief you wear per day. They will tell somebody, and because the brother will tell you one day, if you did that to the lady, please go somewhere and form yourself, pray to God, and apologize to her. Don't be afraid. God will bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We are still taking more calls on the program Spoon Talk. Hello. Welcome. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother. Welcome to the program Spoon Talk.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Tupa.
Yes, Mr. Tupa.
Yeah, my concern has to do with...
Mr. Tupa, where do you call from?
I'm calling from EWA Junction.
Okay.
Correct.
My concern has to do with the length of time it took for the mayor of the city of Monrovia to accompany the accused criminal to the national police station. Why that long? When the incident that we're talking about, it involved a national threat to the security and survival of the nation. Why it took more than 3 or 4 days before he could be accompanied by Jefferson Koji? Is the police director, as the SG of this republic, not having the right to effect an arrest of anybody that has been named as a doer of the act without being accompanied by the mayor of the city, that would concern you.
Okay. Thank you, my dear brother. Hello.
Let's
Hello?
take at least 3 more calls, and then maybe James will cue her in to continue. Go ahead, Baron. Let's
Okay,
hear our
3 more calls. 3 more calls.
Yeah, I want to speak to the President of the Republic of Liberia and to
Can I introduce yourself, please?
I'm Jeff Thomas from Breville.
Okay, from Breville. Welcome.
The president of every one of us. When the so-called are down out there, you can call them on the street. You identify with them. There's one of the citizens that was killed in cold blood. And people are going and saying that one of the officers from the MCC is alleged, it's wasn't alleged that killed that little lady. It didn't prejudice. One caller said, have gone speak to the woman, have you identified her? You don't have to go to her. There's a protocol you can talk with her. And my former teacher said, I beg you, use all your contacts. I know your skin is very thick when it comes to politics. MPP Day, Scott. I trust you. Use your local, international contact, your influence. Yes, you got to hit. Please, before June, seek justice for your daughter. I know you. I know you well. I trust you.
Okay.
I'm a sympathy man. And you bless you people. Yeah, that is the dream of Central Air Waterfront will continue in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen. Okay, 2 more callers. Hello. Hello. 0777-777-1075. Hello. Hello. Wow. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome to the program, Spoon Talk.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Kennedy, calling from Johnson Road.
All right, Joe.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes. You are live.
Yeah. I'm saying that sometimes we need to be very careful how we discuss the particular issue of the woman there.
Like how now? Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
So as I was saying, today I listened to Federal again on OKFN giving another regulation saying that this government was the one that killed behind the killing of Quincy B.
No, we want to focus on what we're discussing. Don't take us off course, please.
We are not talking about Quincy B here.
Let's talk about what we're discussing.
Today, OKFN after Julia just required for him, you're accusing the government again killing Quincy B. for a lot of different complete information he gave him. So we need to be very, very careful. Why is it the Mosul group and the former chief justice they start speaking to the police? The police need to get information. And why I have a conclusion that when in a press release, the Mosul group has said that she used pepper spray before people saying that she used pepper spray. Because in a press release, she did not say about using pepper spray in a press release. You go into the release.
According to the police press release.
Hello. Yeah, Minister Fagon is answering your question. Just listen, please.
Listen, sir. What the police said the woman told them is what they released in their own press
on the line, Minister Fagon is answering your question, please.
Okay.
Are you there? The police in their press release said, according to the narrative from the woman. Did you listen to the police press release? Okay, let's move on to the next person so we can have our panelists weigh in.
Okay, let's take this person. Hello? 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 Okay, this person. Hello?
Hello?
Yes? Welcome to the program.
Yeah, this is Little Brown, number 3. I wanted to ask Minister Falcon whether Jefferson is allowed to carry firearm in Liberia yet. The way Jefferson Koji, because he's not the NSA boss, he's not police director. Why is he carrying firearm? Why is he carrying firearm? And the question I want to ask Minister Falcon, I want for Minister Falcon to answer that. And secondly, I got information today that the smooth dog were invited pertaining the same issue because they say they are insulting people. The information minister invited smooth dog today. So how true it is? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, this concludes the call segment. Yes, Minister Fagon, it's all yours.
All right, and so we're going to get to some of you distinguished panelists to discuss the issue. Like I said, we will be looking at some of the contradictions. I have asked James to prepare the video. And one of the contradictions I will begin just to give you an idea of where I'm headed with this. On the day Jefferson Koji was asked about Valley Teller, he said he was uncomfortable. He gave no mention of where Valley Teller worked, but only days later for us to see that everywhere Koji went, he went with Teller. But today, Teller laid the icing on the cake. The man who could not speak for him, of him, the man who was not comfortable talking about him. Valley Teller said, it was Sheikh Sakor who took me by the hand and took me to Jefferson Koji. That's how I got to know Jefferson Koji. Sheikh Sakor took me, I'm quoting him, by the hand to Jefferson Koji. Since then, I have been with Jefferson Koji. How could Mayor Koji act like he did not know Valley Teller and was, I'm quoting him, uncomfortable talking with Teller, about Teller, even being his officer? I see a strong contradiction there, but that's just one of many. I may give you a second before we go around the table. Valley Teller said he lived in Banjo. Banjo is a town noted for a lot of Dane people. My father was one of the earlier settlers there. Somehow, today Valley Teller, who said he does not know Gloria Mususcat, never interacted with her, never even seen her before. Today, his statement was different. He lived not too far from her, around Finabono's house, Christopolis, 7th Street. The Arabic school he talks about, owned by his brother, is forming neighbor, it's a neighbor to Gloria Mususcat, where he taught over 200 children, according to him. How is it then? You don't know your neighbor, you don't know the woman that you live next to, as prominent as she was, Chief Justice, Justice Minister, National Election Commission boss, Senator, Constitutional Review Commission. How could you not know her? Those are just few of the many contradictions. James, I go to you. What contradiction will you remember with respect to the Monrovia City Corporation saga? You are muted.
Before going to the contradiction, I listened to few callers saying how the mayor said he does not know Teller and he's not working there. Just for clarity, I wanted us to replay that question that the mayor was asked and the answer so they can hear it for themselves.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you so much. Koji, my name is Trubun Kama and I report for Spoon FM and TV. Moving forward, as the radio said that you allegedly used one of your employees who is one Valley Tele. Do you know him? And does he work with the Monrovia City Corporation? And lastly, why is he carrying firearms?
Well, thank you. I would like to begin by answering the first question, then I will conclude on the last one. if you're concerned about Monrovia City Police or whosoever carrying firearm, I will encourage you as a journalist to read the act that created the Monrovia City government. I'm not a security man, so I do not delve into security matters. If such thing exists, those who are responsible within the security apparatus, they will be responsible to deal with that matter. To say whether somebody work in my employ, and that's why I said the constable sounded like person of interest. We are calling for full investigation. Whether my father or my brother or any MCC employee is not exempted for such investigation. To attempt to delve into who work here and who not work here and who did not participate and who did not, I do not feel comfortable to say those things. And I think we're calling for a speedy, independent investigation so that whosoever that was involved must be brought to book. And that's why we really encourage it if there is a way that our international community can help us build our capacity so that we can be able to have a speedy. A loss of a life is a serious, grave.
I think James, we're okay with that
where
because of time.
especially
He
loss in the
said
life
he's
of
not comfortable. We're okay with that. If you heard him, he said whether somebody work here, somebody not work here. Well, the question was about Valley Tele. It was not about who works in your corporation, how many people work with the city corporation, who are those people? No. The question was name specific, and that was about Valley Tele. Subsequently, you will show Valley Tele response of how he got to know Jefferson Koji. Is there any other, like I said, what is your side of the contradiction before we go to Conor Gray?
Yes, purposely, I decided to play that just to make the audience to understand that Koji did not
forget about
deny
Koji. I
what
am
he was
asking you
doing.
now about your contradictions. Have you seen any contradictions? Forget about Koji. We're gone past Koji. We're asking you, can you pinpoint any contradictions? If not, then we move to Conor Gray.
I think that one of the major contradictions that everyone looking at is the photo. We have a photo that we see something that appears to be MCC badge, and they are saying that photo was taken in 1994. And again, today we listen to another version of it saying 2003 during World War III. During World War III, I don't know. So I think those are two major contradictions that the police should look into. And we will come back. Okay, we will come back. I made some recommendations also to the police for them to look into specifically. They will do some things. But I will
okay,
talk
so
about
that badge, I have an audio, a purported audio, which we will play, and you will see where that badge comes in handy with him confessing. If you're just joining us, stay put. We will bring the purported audio to you. But let me state for the record, the badge there now has been verified to be MCC badge, and as well as not only the badge, but the ID on his chest behind the gun is actually the MCC ID. And there is no way in 1994 that was issued, and there is no way in 1994 that gun or that car with the license plate for 2022 could have been around. That is a major contradiction there. There's no way. That's a 2022 picture. The vehicle license plate, if you have it, you will see it at 2022. We go to Conor E. Remy Gray. Help us with some of the contradictions that are making that somehow the Liberian people are upset with right now.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, the stark contradictions are all over the place. Firstly, this gentleman or this guy, Valley, is trying to distance himself, you know, from the the crime vicinity whatsoever. Whereas he lives there, and then also and other individuals, maybe most of us today who live as part of our Liberian community really don't know the genesis of our war. Most people only know what they know, especially those who are just coming in from exile, and some have been resettled. But if you go back, an individual like Finda Bondo, extremely notorious, and I say this not in any shape or form to disparage her. Finda Bondo was the commander of Watanga Base. Watanga Base was the notorious gulag, the killing field, where they bury people alive around the Zone 3 police station. She was the commander. Even after Charles Taylor came to town, he was living in our neighborhood. That was a no-go zone for most people. Finda Bondo, extremely notorious. And Valley Taylor has proximity to her. The thing about it is Gloria, the justice lives in a very cantankerous neighborhood with these kinds of individuals they're calling now. Maybe there's so many good people there, but the fact that this guy has proximity to Finda Bondo, now he's telling us it was a city hall that night when the night of the event, and then today he could not tell us. Somebody literally stopped him from telling us why he could not attend his daughter, ceremony. This is a big deal, especially for some of our tribal people. My vibe people, when the child is coming out, it's like a big day. You understand? And he's the dad. He was not there. Then they asked him about if he got problem with his eye. He said, "Yeah."
Yeah, before you go further, I'm sorry to interrupt. You came up with a huge allegation against Fina Bono that we cannot prove. So we just want to say it is not from Spoon Network, but it is from Corner Gray. Corner Gray says that Honorable Fina Bono was part of the war, was a commander. She was notorious. So at least when you say it like that, say it from you.
Yeah, I mean, you can distance yourself from it because, but
because we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not everything in life you know. Information evolves, so what you need to do is to verify. And if you want proof, those proof can be given. I'm just telling you that I was part of the National Joint Security Operation during the interim government era. The brother now of Ivor Tokwa and myself, we controlled that small enclave. It was wherever 5% of the country. We control that enclave, and we know exactly who was who. Yeah. Who are who? So, and the likes of the Chucky and all of these people, we got those records. So I'm giving you reliable information because I
think to make the show okay, one day you can bring the proof.
Let's not trivialize the show, my brother. But I'm giving you first-hand information based on my own experience. Okay. But that's not who Finda Bondo is today. But I'm only telling you that you cannot, whatchamacallit don't leave the monkey don't leave their black hand behind. You remember when the SSS guy got killed? Who name came up again? It was the same Finda Bondo. So these kinds of events,
30 seconds.
These kinds of events, when they happen in our country, we must get to know who is who. That's why we continue to emphasize for the War Crimes Court. if you don't bring this war crimes court, either you lie on people or you're saying the truth, but people have not been punished for their actions. And until we do that, we will be living in fear as a country. And this particular republic we have now under the watch of President Weir is one that we should be extremely careful with, because all of these guys who are living with impunity are part of this government. I can give you a whole list of them. Just watch.
Thank you. Before Ava come in, I want to give Ava something to help the Liberian people with, okay? And then, like I said, at about 5:30, I will play the purported audio, and I want James, before you play, let Ava talk about know something, the timeline. And all of you listening out there, please listen to me. Yesterday, the Inspector General appeared before the Senate.
Well, Eugene, you got something you watching me yet? Because that one of the first things I think here about constructing the timeline from the time the woman was making accusations. But go ahead.
Yeah, but one thing I want you to focus on when you do, and because James have got that video, Police RG appeared yesterday. Before he did, there was a press conference the day before, which was Monday. What happened? The guy came in with his gun on his side. Everyone saw the gun. All right? And we have pictures and we have videos. Well, the IG, the day after the guy appeared with the gun, sat before the Senate and told a bold-faced lie, and I call it a bold-faced lie, that the guy was disarmed and he shouldn't be carrying firearm. Well, the senator reminded him, it's on my WhatsApp. We saw him yesterday with a firearm. So when did you, disarm him? He said we disarmed him about a month ago. And what happened today? Yesterday, IG said he disarmed the man a month ago. This morning, we saw the man entering the police station with his gun. So I wanted James Goodell to show that video before you come in. We have given the Liberian people the sequence of how it happened. There can be no debate. Here is the guy going into the police station. That's the gun right there on his side. You've seen it for yourself, and then James Goodell will show you what the police director said yesterday. What he said yesterday before you come in to construct the timeline. Good day.
The head of city police, was a trainer of the Liberal National Police. He's not in the employ of the Liberal National Police, so he is not to bear arms. But what happened was, when he tendered his resignation, he had a gun assigned to him by the Liberal National Police. So we went after him, and later on we got the weapon from him. So if he bears any other weapon, it's not an assigned weapon for enemy, and we are not going to condone him carrying arms. But the arm I was exhibiting around that I am aware of is a Liberal National Police arm, but we took the arm from him because we told him, once you are not in the employ of the Liberal National Police, you cannot bear our arms. Right. So we disarmed him.
But this press conference was on Friday, I believe. So when did you take the arm from him?
We took the arm from him maybe for a month or so.
And I've just forwarded the press conference to your WhatsApp account.
Okay.
So you can listen.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, definitely if he have a firearm, we'll have to go after him.
I'm just informing you.
Yes, thank you.
So you see right there, Ava, definitely if he has a firearm, we'll have to go after him. He walks into the police station this morning with the firearm, was never arrested, came back out like nothing even happened.
Do you have pictures of him coming back out with a firearm?
Oh, definitely, James will get that for you. James is the latest witchcraft.
The Liberian National Police. The headquarters of the Liberian National Police. The value is here. And this is it. We are still here.
No relax here.
So we can give our own opinion on it.
Why are you taking picture of him?
Over to you, Ava.
Okay. So I just see a lot of things. Like when I was talking about timeline, I was trying to construct it from the very beginning. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna do it myself. I think that's something we need to do because some dates may not, we may not have some time frames and stuff like that. Because I'm looking at the prior situation, what really transpired between Gloria Musu and the police from before the 22nd. Then on the 22nd, when the stuff happened that night, what kind of actions did the police really take? Then I know the next day, I believe the 23rd, they actually released they put out a press release that we're investigating. I'm not sure when Verdio came on your show. I think it was the next day, the 24th, right? Or was it the same day?
He came on the show Thursday night, was when he broke the news.
Okay,
the
so
thing
that's
happened on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so that's the 23rd he came on.
Yes,
So
sir.
between that time and the point where they said, Koji and Valley were people of interest, what were they doing? I mean, there was no validation. At least they said in their press release that she says she had pepper sprayed the individual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what it said.
Yeah, so the fact that they didn't even go, if somebody could detail how this stuff happened, and they could not go at least look at that person and look at the eyes. And then they incarcerated 4 persons, I believe, the father, the cousin, the son, and somebody else. And they didn't see anything in those people's eyes. Pepper spray, not a small thing. It can keep your eye, the pink can go away right away, but after a couple hours, but the eyes can be red for a long time. And the guy still seemed to be, suffering from eye effects. So why did they have at least some kind of doctor over there to examine our guy's eyes and see whether there could be any content thing in the eyes or something? Yeah, look at the man. Whether there's any, residual things or any remnants of that stuff. So, then when Sheikh came on, I think it was Friday or Saturday, he raised an issue that Valley had another case on the books. Has the police addressed that other case? Because supposedly, on a normal situation, he should have been arrested at the station since he was a wanted person. And people assumed that this guy was dead before, right?
Yes.
That's what some people said. They thought he had died. So, I mean, the lack of communication, even the guys are lying because I don't know. I mean, it needs real independent investigation because I don't trust the police right now to investigate this case. If you say you have disarmed the man a month ago, the man appear with gun today in front of you. You won't disarm him, you make it an issue.
No, you took the arm because we didn't see him come back out with the arm.
That's why I asked. Okay, then he took the arm. Okay.
If you took the arm for him, he should be arrested right there for illegal possession of a firearm.
Because they did that to Justin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the inconsistency is just there. And I don't know where the guys think they can just get away with some of these things that, no clarity on the situation. Like everybody is just supposed to be stupid. I don't know what they're thinking, but hopefully there can be some level of independent investigation and transparency in this investigation. Is there a press release or a press conference tomorrow? If you release these people, what did you release them on? What did you arrest them on in the first place? Now, what is the direction of the investigation going? All of those things are things we need to know.
Well, having said that, let me just detail a few things. One, the police said that they spoke with Gloria Musu Scott. And according to them, she narrated to them the following, that this thing happened around 9:30 and that a man who was hitting in her residence. The first thing she came back to say that was a lie. She didn't tell them that. She said they insinuated. She was very clear. She did not tell them that. Secondly, they put in the stuff, and I quote, the preliminary investigation shows no evidence of break-in. The community dwellers say lie. When they went, the window was broken into. Police said from the time they received the call, it clearly shows that 2 hours after the event was when police arrived. And at that time, residents had taken these people to the hospital, done what they had to do. The police then said they would be glad if anyone comes forward with information. On Thursday, Verdia came forward with the information. They did not see this guy as a person of interest. Neither did they see Mayor Koji as a person of interest, even though Verdia emphatically said that they were the doers of the act. So on Thursday, on Friday, this so-called deputy director of security should have gone to work. Shokon and others from the Spoon Network went looking for him to interview him. He was not at work. Saturday, he could not be found. Sunday, we got word. And the only reason why we flagged it was because we believe that if he was in Nimba and nothing was said, he would probably be killed to erase the evidence. So we flagged it. Monday morning, there was a press conference. Valley did not show up, just Koji. If you watch Koji body language, compared to Koji in a white shirt today, the way Koji spoke on Monday and the way he spoke today, two different things altogether. Koji said he was not comfortable discussing Valley, a person he works with, eat with, sleeps with, walk around with, knows more than any other person within his employ. We showed pictures uncountable of Koji and Valley. However, to make it short for you, it turns out after Koji said he was not comfortable, Valley only shows up on a Friday. That's from Wednesday to Sunday is how many days? And then from Sunday to Friday. And when he shows up, clearly if you can put the picture up with a circle around his eye. So you can clearly see his eye there to the right. You got Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 10 days after the event. Police make no attempt to haul this guy in. On Friday, he shows face to a press conference. Look at the right-hand side of his eye, swollen like he was beaten. That's 10 days after that. And clearly you can see his face is drained. He looks stressed, just like that. Look at him. And the video will speak the rest. And on today, what happened? All of the things that were denied came forth because Valley Teller himself spoke. Do you have the clip of Valley Teller when he said that it was Sheikh Sakor, the man who revealed him on this network, who took him by the hand and introduced him to Koji? Do you have that tape ready? The Valley Teller tape.
The men are trying to get my profile to the counselor. So Sheikh Sakor. Okay. How do you know that? Sheikh Sakor been with me from 1994. Sheikh Sakor is a PM black money man. I was in Guinea. He do a business in Guinea. He escaped to come to Benjamin in 1994. I got to know Sheikh Sakor. And he fought war with me from 1994 to 1995. Until April 6th, we got to Monrovia. And you and myself, we do a common business. And I know it may have come from nowhere that Sheikh Sakor, who my hand came to coach it. Showed me to coach it at the time he was here. That's the relationship between me and Sheikh Sakor. And I know coaching from nowhere.
Tari, do you have firearm in your possession?
Nothing.
Clearly you can see, I did not know Koji from anywhere. It was Sheikh Sakor who took me by the hand and introduced me to Koji. How is it that Koji can say he doesn't know this man? How about Koji telling us who took him to Israel? Does Koji know who took him to Israel? Because if he knows who took him to Israel, and he knows who took Sheikh Sakor to him, then he knows when Sheikh Sakor says, that pickup is mine, and I know what all they do. I've known it for a long time. And Sheikh Sakor was an agent with the National Security Agency, just like Colonel Remy Gray. These guys know everything, and everybody, so to speak. However, Valley Teller said a whole lot. Valley Teller today again said, after telling us he lives in Banjo, He don't know anything about Broadville. That tip is there. Today, he said he lives in a place called Christopolis on 7th Street, and he's neighbors with Finabono. That's what he said today. And his brother owns the Islamic school, which we now know for a fact is next to Gloria Scott's house. How can you not know her if you're teaching more than 200 kids? For a roundtable discussion, before we do that, let's take at least, James, if you have something to say, I'll go back to you. If not, we'll go back to the phone lines and listen to the people as they make their own input.
Fango, let me just let me give a quick
But
disclaimer.
let me hear Good Day before he sleep on me. I'm trying to prevent him from sleeping. I got reliable information that he ate toboggi tonight with snail.
I'm not sleeping and I did not eat toboggi.
Okay, we'll take it for now until Baron comes to verify it.
Yeah. I thought you wanted the okay when you're ready for it, it's ready.
Which one?
Video. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to give a small disclaimer because one of the differences of this government with the network is is the level of information being put out here, and some of this information are unverifiable, and it may seem personal. So I just want to make a disclaimer that intel that I shared earlier about Finda Bondo, they're all mine. Got nothing to do with this station. And I want them to know if they want to go after anyone, they should come after me so that we can go back into the profile of some of these people. But I want to make sure that Spoon TV got nothing to do with that particular statement that I made about Finda Bondo.
Thank you very much. James, you got the footage that you want to share with us? Please quickly before the Liberian people come in. Again, I said at 5:30, I will provide an audio where you will not be able to hear the other person on the other side because it's very faint. But the voice you've been hearing all along, you will hear a man called Valley Teller, who will be coached on that audio. You can listen for yourself on the purported audio, and you will be the judge. He will mention his operations, and you will hear it. Don't ask how Spoon obtained such purported video. Just be the judge. If it isn't, you will be the judge. If it is, you be the judge. James, go ahead, give us the footage you have.
Yeah, it's about him, his point at the police headquarters. If you're ready for it, or
Yes,
anything you're ready, you can come. All right.
Go ahead, sir.
All right.
It has been alleged that you are the doer of the alleged, killing of the daughter of the former, Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. What have you to say currently? You've left the offices of the headquarters of police. Now you are here before journalists. What have you to say concerning such allegation?
Thank you very much. The information that circulated around, I know nothing about what going on. For the first, 21st, we went to City House, House of Court, and not live on that place anywhere. Then what and we stayed there until I get the information through the media. So before killing on someone, what you're talking about, I know what
have you had an interaction before?
No, I know the woman's house before, I know I lived there.
What specifically did the police ask you about when you went in there?
Oh, the police wanted to get information from me where I live, what going on, the property, and show the place where I live, and no one brought that woman's house before. I know I go there and I know how the woman goes.
There are a lot of people that work at the
message to somebody threatening the person?
No. No, I said no test.
What are you about to claim? You threatening him?
No, I don't know.
Is that your account or is it a false account?
But a false account.
So can
you clarify to like?
Okay, so clearly you heard him say, I hear the info from social media. Previously, he said he was at the church quarter when one of his friends called him. Yeah, you see, good.
Can I play that video?
You see, good at doing hand like that. Yeah, he said one of his friends called him. Today he said he got the information from social media.
All right, let me bring that video. In. Maybe somebody.
I knew you were a witchcraft. I always say you're the witchcraft.
Some people not believe
you.
Some people not believe you.
Can you tell us where have you been during the nights of the incident? And can you show proof of anybody with you those nights? People say you came on the night of the incident. Can you give us a relationship with anybody you were with that night? If you were home, who was home at that time?
Yes, I went to the house. I spent most of my time in the house. Yeah. And the information, somebody called me on my phone. My phone reached on my phone. So, I mean, you know, I said, why? So, second arm robbery go on to robbery. People call your name. I said, oh, man, don't tell me that, man. Oh, maybe to inform me saying arm robbery. And I went and throughout my life. Since senior Mason passed up, keep Mason in the city house. I'm not going to that. Weekends with a salary, I will go. All my life, yes.
There we go, folks, before we go to the phone lines. That day, one of his friends called him. Today, he got it from social media. Again, he stays at the charge of quarter. Who goes to work and you literally live at the Monrovia City Corporation charge of quarters? And people like Remy Gray, I know that they've been living to the army barracks, but I'm sure it was in houses. Now today, he's been living there since the armed robbery occurred. He's not gone home, not even for his daughter's naming ceremony. Baron, before we come back, let's hear from the Liberian people. It's their station. The CEO turned it, bill it for them. Let them have it. We're only the guys who will analyze their sayings, and the rest of the show will be ours after this section of call.
Well, there we go. 0777 1075. This person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. Welcome to Spoon Talk.
Okay. Let me say this. Good day, yeah, well, that people come on the show and skip people first day. Then you say enough on Spoon. Enough Spoon, the platform they are using. And let me take platform. Because you're not doing well. Are you telling me said Accra Grey apple is rare, so should we accuse Accra Grey of the pepper spray? Are you telling me that because the people apple is rare, so it means that definitely they are involved? They need to start the propaganda. It's not good for the country. It's not healthy. You don't be accusing somebody because the person apple is rare and good day. You want to street and this.
So what about the conflicting reports now? Talk about those ones.
People come use your platform and people for the you see enough on Spoon. Is that Spoon they are using to real problem? So anybody that come on your show and accuse anybody and say, oh,
Baron, hold the caller there. We got some questions.
Hold on. Hello.
Baron?
Yeah,
hold the caller right there. Let the caller tell us exactly. Let's forget about the people eyeball now. Koji said he was not comfortable discussing this man. Number one.
Try to pull out is Sakon's voice because Sakon.
Let's move on since he wouldn't listen. Let's go to the next caller.
Okay. Thank you.
We listen to him, and I think we should listen to other people.
Good evening to the panelists.
Yes, welcome to Spoon Talk.
Yeah, thank you tonight. And my name is Michael Williams, and I join you tonight from Pinsville. You know, former Minister Eugene Fagon and the other panelists on the platform, please. I don't want you to listen to those tiny physicians and those or George Williams. Because you know, they got physicians and they got George Williams. So the judge are the good that even when they come from out, they borrow with their mother's body, and they told them, say, oh my man, your mother was just killed by President George Weah. They will say that, oh my hi. She can't listen to people that want to move more on the ball. So those kind of people, don't waste your time behind them. Do you need rocket scientists to see that this government and the people of this government, this president is gay, are carrying secret killing people in this country? You think we need rocket scientists? Since President we are in the power, who are those carrying on the secret carrying? And if it is not President we are a member of this government carrying on the secret carrying, can the police or the security in this country, have they ever brought one single means, or now they are prosecuted for the secret carrying since President we are to work for more than 20 human being Liberians? Have they killed secretly?
Okay.
Had they investigated and brought him a single name out? Then today you go and kill the woman's daughter. You went to the former chief justice, you destroy the woman and kill the woman's daughter in cold blood. We don't know Vanny Clay. Vanny Clay is a killer. It's a wicked killer.
Okay.
We don't know.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you very much. Good evening.
But we deal with it.
Good evening. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome to Spoon Talk.
Yeah, let me just say this. One of the people calling other people, they are and everybody not civilian, you calling Tani civilian. Will be calling you need a party to be a dead man walking. Is that how you want to do the show and people sitting on the show? This show, I can only say the show is sporting. When a person is on that show, continue to bring false allegation. What people about is rare because you see somebody about is rare and this. And because you're continue to damage the show. The show is not balanced. What people that be
so talk your own now. Talk your
so
own.
what about the guns? Talk about the gun issue. You get
what Paco like been working a lot of Paco against you know what? I'm not bringing you. The president told you to
let's leave the personal attacks. Let's move on, Brian. We can hold the personal attacks.
Yeah, one day
we will not allow the personal attacks.
Lie. And you
That's not what the program is for.
You want implicate.
You are muted.
Yes. This person. Hello.
Do not allow personal attacks.
Yes.
You can't talk about
personal
the
attack.
You
Hello.
can't talk about the terrorists, then cut them off.
Hello. No, I cannot continue with you. Your line is breaking up. Let's take this person on this line. 077771075. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Jesse Thomas calling on Africa Road.
Yes, Jesse.
I just want to give one parable. Hint to a wife is quite sufficient. A hunter has one rooster. And every morning, that hunter is roasting bird. Whenever that hunter is roasting a bird, the rooster can sense side with the looking at the rooster. You know what I mean? Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, okay. The rooster is side with that every day the owner is roasting bird. The day the owner does not find a bird, that rooster will be roasted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. There you go. Hello. Hello. 077771075. Hello. Okay, this person. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes.
Fine. I beg that my brother, please, they got freedom. All of the station that you can go to. Now, when you there, you buy moving the opposition or black eye. Nobody can question, nobody can get you problem. But there's one platform. It is strictly for all Liberians to make their view. Because it is all freedom case all of the stations, you can go and give a selected number to call. So when a different number, when they announce the number you call, they don't want to give you the chance to talk.
Right.
The moment you want to bring out your view, they off. That's one, the platform for all Liberians.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. People are calling. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
You have to lower your monitor.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Edward calling from my GB currency.
Sir, welcome to Spoon Talk.
Yeah.
Let's hear from you.
Yeah, you see, the people want to justify the thing. So, for example, in my area that I live, if something happens, they make example that they spray that person out. I get missing in the place for 3 or 4 days. And I return. On my return, people get to understand that my eye was hurting. And they ask me, I say yes. So when the judgment that we really need for people to judge the case or the vanity man. It's a 100 men into the whole thing. The whole thing that we show into it. You know, the citizen try to back it off. If you not come off for those that are involved into it. That's the reason. For every opposition, a clash of it under day, we could be here around here.
He makes a very salient point because they said they use pepper spray, and today we heard that day before yesterday we announced that he did not attend his daughter's naming ceremony because his
Yeah,
eyes
be on
was
the line,
messed up.
please.
Today, he confirmed to the country that yes, he did not attend his daughter's ceremony because his eyes were hurting him. When asked as to what happened to his eyes, he said he had an accident somewhere in 1994, 2023, and your eyes stay hurting you and swollen? Are you serious? These are some of the contradictions we're talking about. Nobody took it. We just heard it. And we reported it to the Liberian people that Valley did not attend his daughter's naming ceremony, which is a big event in the Muslim community. When asked why he did not attend, exactly what we reported, he said because his eyes were hurting. When did it start? He said in 1994 he had an accident. And up to today, as the pictures are shown, it's fresh. It's still hurting in 2023. Back to the phone lines so that we can move on.
Good evening. Good evening. 0777-777-1075. This person. Good evening. Hello. Okay. This person. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes. Welcome to the program Spoon Talk.
Thank you. This is John Mamo, members of the Economic Freedom Federal of Liberia, the EFFL.
All right, John.
So thank you, Minister Fagon. Look, if only the Liberian National Police can borrow the investigative skill, I think all of this, what we refer to as the serious killing, will be on ice in Liberia very, very soon. This thing is nothing about hate. It's nothing to hide here. It's visible. I mean, I don't even know why Valley Taylor or whosoever he called himself should even walk out of that police station free today. But anyway, this is what we have. We have to live with it for the next few months. But cantonment on the phone, this will be a history for this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll take at least 3 more calls and we'll be on the halfway mark. And then we'll proceed with the panelists to give their thoughts as we wind down the show. There will be no more calls after this.
3 more calls.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
All right.
Yeah, this is James Story. I call for Bogamation.
All right, James.
Okay, I want to ask Sagon, who say the guy is contradicting himself. You people and the man who contradicting himself. You know, firstly, you said that the man escaped with the man went to carry to articles. Except the men are having in the you say that the position the men were having. And second thing you said, which I'll tell you that later on when the man spoke, then you are saying that they have a call back and they wanted to kill a man, but it was not something that wanted to bring a man. So who communicating among the two of you? So that trade you don't want to play. That that's what the man means, so that people are losing confidence in him because the man has population. So the best thing to do, that's what the government means, the not be losing to resident. All that thing are doing that same thing. I think that's say.
Thank you. Let's move on.
Okay. Thank you, my dear brother. Everything are fake thing. That's it. The beauty of democracy. Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Yes. Welcome to Spoon Talk, my dear brother.
Yeah, this is Timothy Showman, and I call you from American Farm Community.
Okay.
Yes, I listen to too many callers calling tonight, my brother, but we should not be deterred. You know, according to our president, they can have 3 people at running, even that we are saying. They will be there and laughing at former Minister Fagon because he's being bold psychic. Just listening to what the other one said. The individual who is discussing here is complaining about it. I saw one post from you where you were requesting to carry to a medical place to check for, because when somebody is being sprayed, the medical facility said that they have received chemical. But the government will not, in the first place, this thing will be of fear. The government said that the Ministry of Information came out to say that you people are giving lies to the country. So then you think they can come back and tell that these guys in view of the kind of a president.
Thank you. Thank you. We are running out of time. So 2 more calls, then we can go back to our panelists. Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yes, Barry Brown, what's up? I'm seated 640 from Brazil.
Yes, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, the first thing people, Christian people, what is the intent? What is the intent Kochi have to become Chief Justice? What is the link? Before people accusing all the focus is going on today, what is the intent? What happened between Kochi and the former Chief Justice or wanting to kill her? What are the questions you'll be asking first? Kochi and that woman have, I mean, woman is threat to Kochi. That woman is contesting as senator president. That woman and Kochi have been in court before. Or what Kochi want to kill her?
All right.
I mean, we need to start a fake thing.
That's it.
Stop this. But when you are going beyond,
Let me. How many more callers left?
Yeah. This is the last caller we are taking.
Let's take the last caller because the guy who's calling, he probably not
Yeah,
understanding himself.
my name is Iman. I do join from District 2 Peace Island, New Hope.
Yes, Emmanuel.
Yeah. I just want to tell the Honorable Mayor Yusuf Dagon what you guys are doing on the street is not good. You are making the Liberians to go against each other. What you guys are saying is wrong. Dr. Brother said that the guys who today went to the police headquarters is not in the country. At the end of the day, the mayor prove you are wrong.
Okay.
Today on OKFN, because the brother said that John we are government KCB. All I want to lack KCB that in 2017, the John we are not in power. So all the allegations you guys are making is wrong. Stop it. Liberia is all we have. Liberia will go, and President we will go. Liberia will remain. Let us keep the peace in our country. Thank you for the time.
This is your show. This is the people's show. Yes, Minister Fagon.
Thank you very much. Let's start with the guys that are saying that we reported that the man was out of the country. That's a blatant lie, and that's, first of all, that's the TWER crew that is operating from the Ministry of Finance, the Veterans Bureau, and the Internal Affairs Ministry. How do I know? I created you guys. Okay? I created you guys. It's my idea so that you guys can call into programs and be able to make the case of the CDC. You're not making a case here. The truth of the matter is, you said we reported that the man fled to Ivory Coast. No, we said that the man was on his way to Nimba to cross the border. That was exactly what we said. Okay? That's point number one. And you know how we know? Yes, indeed, the man was in Nimba because we saw pictures from Nimba where he was present. Two, you guys are saying that this man know, did Koji know this woman? Nobody said Koji know her. Nobody gave you a motive as to why Koji would want to do it. Who killed Richard Tauber? Who killed John Tubman? Who killed Bateniswa? Who killed Precious Cooper? Who killed George Fambutu? Who killed Matthew Innes? Who killed Gifty Peters? Who killed Gifty Lama, sorry. Who killed Abba Peters? Who killed the same Mustafa Fawaz, who was behind Koji? You don't need a rocket scientist to come and tell us that we're lying on the people who have lied on themselves. It's a joke. You listen to the press conference. Koji said he was not comfortable talking about the guy. Valley came today and said, I was taken by the hand and given to Koji. You don't want to talk about that? This man said he didn't even know this woman's house. Today, this man came by and said he lived just close by the woman. This man said that he stays at the charge of quarters. But we now found out that he goes home. And when he was meant to be at his house, attending his daughter's naming ceremony, he didn't show up. The lies about the gun. He said The pictures we saw were 1994. He joined the city police, according to him, I'm quoting him, in 2022. The pictures we saw were not 1994 pictures. It had the city corporation badge and the city corporation ID card. The gun is right there. As a matter of fact, he's using two different weapons. Two different weapons. Please show us the other weapon. That is a Norinco something under 35. I will name the two weapons tomorrow. I have it in my database here. It turns out that he is driving, the car he's sitting in has a license plate of not 1992, but 2022. It turns out today that a lot of things that were said before were contradictory. And that is what we're discussing on this network. How is it this could be a 1994 picture with a city police ID card? No, it wasn't. By no means. So again, if you guys want your communication center to work, you will have to debate the issues. Let us move on. We're winding down the clock. It's 5:37. I'll go over to Iremi Gray to tell us what he thinks the government should be doing. The same question will go to Ava, and I would like to state for the records there are recommendations coming in, guys. People are saying that the government should ask the United States to assist with the investigation to lay down the fears of the Liberian people if the government wants to be credible. Will the government do that? We'll chase the police. We'll ask the police. It's time we have an independent investigation, as Ava said, but should the government ask the U.S. government to assist with the investigation? We'll first start with Irem. You got about 3 minutes to help us. Then we go to Ava.
You know, Mr. Fangon, the issue about international organizations coming in
That's
to
one of the challenges that we have. Getting the customers, it was easier than reaching the.
I'm hearing some implant
because from based on the marketing we did, and based.
Go ahead, and then we'll come back to whatever audio it is.
Yeah. So I was saying, international organizations coming in to help with the investigation is nothing strange. I remember when $1 million or so went missing at the National Bank, Madam Selif brought in a forensic team. Mr. Weir has done it as well. And the only thing those things do, they reinforce the confidence of our people. I think our people are afraid right now where everyone is sitting. You know, people who are benefiting somehow from these kinds of activities, benefiting in the sense that they will call you here and then, put money in your pocket, put data on your phone to come and call these kinds of stations just to debunk whatever they're saying. Those individuals don't know the harm they're doing to themselves as a republic. Imagine if the other side is doing it. You're doing it today, it's all to your favor. But I think what government should be doing, firstly, the national police, I would have made the case that by now they should have had a better investigative team, because if they indeed want to solve crime, they should begin to put those things are very inexpensive to put together, like a nice forensic team. But the chief of police is saying that somebody tendered their resignation, and then he's saying that when you tender in resignation, you release yourself of all government property. You know, when I was a soldier, when they assign you a weapon, the serial number is recorded. When they give you a pack of ammunition, if one goes missing, under the UCMJ, that is so grave. You can go to jail for a long time for one ammunition. somebody is turning over their tendering resignation. You don't think you should take inventory of the number one thing, which is the arm? And now he's saying that, oh, we're talking about a month ago. So you're telling us that the weapon that was on this guy's person is an illicit weapon. That got me even more scared, because this guy's in a corridor where he dispense power, authority, and if he carries an illegal weapon, you understand, the ballistic there, you can't even trace it because it's illegal. Can you imagine how many of those kinds of weapons around, people who are dispensing justice, or people who are responsible for our own national security? I mean, it's scary. It is scary. And what government should be doing now, probably just start going back and see who all, are in possession of weapons they're not supposed to be in possession of. If you really want to solve some of this problem, all this armed robbery going on in Liberia, I'm pretty sure we have not done our due diligence. 1992, when Montserrat, especially Morovia, was as dangerous, as deadly as possible. We had people locked, people who were in possession of illegal weapons. We were going after them on a daily basis. This is a functional government.
Seconds.
This is a functional government. They're not doing it. It gets me scared. They said this guy might have been sprayed. When we saw him standing behind, Koji in Nimba there, he had his dark goggle. Today he decided not to wear it. When he came for the press conference, he decided not to wear it. I mean, you see the scar, everything is there. And but he's saying that he had an accident in 1994. So as Fangon said, now this eye, the trace alone from that eye, wouldn't you think that there's something called exigency? That is, the police they were pursuing a crime and then they saw another crime. You understand? Charles Chako said here yesterday that this guy is wanted for a previous case. The exigency should have been, oh, I may have been looking for you. So you didn't die, and I don't know, you're not going. Then how did they vet him in the first place? If this is a criminal that is wanted, how did they vet him to be in uniform again? You understand? As a patrolman, let's say it's a patrolman.
Thank you. Let's wrap it up. We got to move on.
You know what I mean? My brother, so it's just scary. It just look like amateurs working. They're trying to make sense out of the situation, but the mistakes are just too many. And the more they're creating fear for us, I think.
Ava, over to you. What are your thoughts? What are your recommendations?
Well, I think I said it earlier. This is a case that our LMP cannot handle. Can you tell me one murder case that they have handled effectively over the last 5 years?
We're getting a feedback from somebody's monitor. Go ahead, Ava.
Is it better? Is it better?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm saying, I mean, you guys been monitoring and you were there. What murder case has this government handled so far? Any answer? All right. So there's a pattern. People die, no serious investigation. We don't hear about the case. The next person die under mysterious circumstances, no serious investigation. We don't hear about the case. We even saw the case with the arms. One or two officers got gloves on. One got glove on one hand, no glove on the other hand. The other one ain't got no gloves. So they contaminate the crime scene most of the time. So the level of inexperience and incompetence is high. If we can't get real professionals to investigate this, we got problem. Even when they get to the medical examiner, I know there's one guy, I think his name is Cooper, Rockefeller Cooper. He's like one of the guys who do the autopsy and stuff like that. He has been like a thorn in the flesh because he's able to look at the bodies and be able to tell them some things that they don't know. So until we get professionals to handle this thing, our people will continue to be scared. There's a lot of people who are fearful. It will happen to them. It will happen 3 times in 1 month to our former Chief Justice, who has the opportunity to get police, protection. And again, somebody raised a question, maybe they were calling from the other side, but what is the motive here? We need to hear from the Chief Justice herself. If 3 of these situations happen to you, we sympathize with the passing or with the murder of that young lady. But can we avoid something else? Because obviously they came for her. They didn't come for that young lady. So will they make another attempt on her, whether she's somewhere else or not? Is her protection right now effective? So all of these things we have to really be concerned. And it just shows the incompetence and the inability of this government to secure and protect its citizens. And what makes it worse, when President Weah said people should get CCTV, that will haunt him, because he's telling the people, go protect yourself. You got a police force, what, $20 million, which in my mind is still not enough, $20 million budget. But at the same time, how are they trying to utilize that to protect the citizens? It has not been clear to me the type of policing we do in Liberia, our ability to preempt some things and prevent some things, the speed with which we react to these like heinous crimes. So my recommendation is got to be some external, some kind of federal security godfather, godmother should come and help us. That's my recommendation.
Today you have something to say, or I want you to roll some of your wicked videos. And when I say wicked video, because some of the callers want to dispute what we're saying. So you probably need to give us a little section of facts versus fiction. What happened at the conference? What happened today? What we saw the other day? Can you do that for us in your response?
And I want to talk about this, right? I just took some time to look at these pictures. Let the Monrovia City government stop the lies. This picture is 1994. Look at the clothes on this young man in the RD car, and look at this picture. The same sneaker or the same shoe, the same trouser, the same RD car.
Yes, sir.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
And I know this place at the Monrovia City Corporation. I know this place. I know where this guy is sitting. It's a place a little bit. It is a yard adjacent the city corporation. I know this place. They should stop the lies that this picture came from 1994 and then jump here, and then the guy had to keep his he had to keep this clothes in 2022. You also have Monrovia City Police. 1994, we had no city police. Everyone was fighting. Everyone was fighting in 1994. Though I was just 4 years old, but I know people were fighting at that time. Here you have city police officers sitting with him. The same ID card he has here with the weapon, it is the same ID card he's carrying. So the city government should talk about him not being involved into the thing, and let them discuss that and forget about photo coming from 1994, 2003. Though they said 1994 and he said in 2003. Okay, in 1994, the cameras I'm sorry, I did not see it, but I grew up. I saw my baby pictures around 2000. I saw my baby pictures that my mother took. Right, I saw them, and we took pictures in 2001, 2002 upward. We have photos that they used to bring in, from our end. We used to say the camera poo poo. They will bring it for you guys to play with it. That's how we used to call it. Okay. You will go stand to take a picture and then bring that. You will see yourself standing before the printed out. We never have photo like what we see. So I think the city government needs to rearrange their thought. They need to rearrange their thought how they're defending this guy. And again, just before we go, I I wrote something, right? I wrote something yesterday. How can you investigate this man to know? Not just calling him to the city police, to Central rather, and forget about him. Valley told us when the incident took place, he was called on the phone by his friend. Okay, since you declared this young man as a person of interest, go to the cell phone company, whether he's using Orange or Lone Star, contact them, go to court, let them write the company to provide valid call law. When the call law is out, you're going to determine the incident took place between 9 to 11, right? Between there. And Valley said, right after the incident, they were discussing it on the air. And who discussed it on that day? It was the next day we discussed it.
Yes.
That's one lie. That's one of the lies, brother. That's one of the lies. He said, as soon as the incident happened, his friend called him on the phone and said, oh, my man, I hear your name on the media. I never knew that it happened on that day, on Wednesday. It was on Thursday that we discussed it. So go to the cell phone company, whatever GSM he's using, get Valley call law to know who is this friend that called Valley. When the person called him, you can look at his call log. Since it happened on Wednesday, start checking his call log, maybe from the 20th up to after the incident. He said he slept at the city hall. He said he was there. He only went home on Saturday. Go and look at the log-in book. At school, we have it. Whenever you enter school compound, you have to sign in when you enter in, and when you leave in, you sign out when you leave in. At City Hall, they have it. I reported on the City Corporation for about 5 years before leaving Liberia. I reported on them. They have that call, or even journalists. When the city government call you for a press conference, before you enter, you have to present your ID card, and they will check it to confirm it and get you up. As long as it is an important event that they called you for, you have to be invited by the city corporation before you go. Everyone who goes to the city corporation, they sign in. Those who are assigned, I have friends there, they have a login that they can sign. Go and check this sign in book and know when Valley check in on Wednesday or on Tuesday, and when he left. Try to see whether when Valley log in the morning, he cannot log out until the next day, or when he can leave. Because he said he's always at City Hall. He can't go home. On Saturdays and Sundays, he can go, or let's say on Fridays. He can go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The rest of the weekdays, he stays right at City Hall. So these are common ways that you can start this investigation with. But today, to just see the guys call Valley, and Valley went there, they come up, and I did not just write it on Facebook, right? I did this and I share it with some guys at the top there. I told them, you can follow some of these protocols and check it out. We see people doing investigation like this. We saw it in the Princess Cooper case. We saw it in those who, what are people? Gifty Lama. I saw the call log because we were journalists at the call at the end. When the call log came out, we saw it, and I know how it can be. When you call, though they will not get the audio, but the tower will direct where the call took place. It will direct where the call took place. So I think if the police do that, it will help them. It is just a recommendation. Let them go and do it right now. They may already said it. And I sent the video, not just writing. I sent a video. Indicating Valley explanation about where he was, who called him, and how he can stay to City Hall when he can go home. So I think these are some simple ways that they can follow to get some fact.
Well, thank you so much. Before we go to our closing.
No, somebody said I let secret out. It is not a secret. You cannot change it. You cannot change it. You cannot go and change the call law, because when I sign in, Barrow Brown come and sign in after me. You cannot come in and force somebody. They're going to know. The people at City Hall.
Even if you decide to write the whole book all over right now.
Yeah, you have to rewrite the entire book.
You can't call anybody from City Hall and say, come right here, let it man right here. The person will say, I don't want to do it, because they don't want to incriminate themselves in something. But what I have to say is this.
Eugene, before you go, let me just ask you quickly. Why is there an emphasis to make the guy look like a low-level patrolman or not somebody relevant when he's involved in everything? You see his pictures and where he's positioned. you know he's somebody relevant within the framework, whether it's
you can see his men behind. Look at James looking for some picture there. You can see his men behind him.
Right.
He's the guy always sitting.
Yes, exactly.
He's
So
the head man in charge.
Why are they making it look simple?
Because that day they managed to escape. There was a man, an expert, who looked at the press conference and said, 5 things here look incorrect, and I can prove them. I'm like, how you know? One, he said when a person is emotionally challenged, they will always be put in the middle to have that emotional support from left to right. Secondly, observe the guy on the right. I say, yes. He said, you see when the guy put his hand on the table because of scratching mark or hurt or something, he removed the guy's hands from the table. He did not want it to be visible. He put his arm around the guy, massaging the guy's neck and assuring the guy that everything will be okay. Watch the guy to the left. The uniforms are not the same. One of the uniforms that is brand new. And the printing is different from the other printing of the t-shirts. I put my hand on my hair straight. I said, oh, how did we miss it? He said the last thing they missed was he took out his ID card to present it at the press conference. And the guy sitting next to him told him to put it back. Putting it back meant that you would have seen the deputy director for operations on that ID card. Why did they not ask the new guy for his new ID? But this case has lasted for over 10 days. Many of the serious evidences have been destroyed. And now, I said I would tell you about the 2 guns. The NP-22. James, do you have the picture of the other gun? He's holding it in his hand. I will send it to you if you can't find it. But one is an MP-22 and the other one is an MP-34. The MP-22 was given to the police by the Chinese government. And this is coming from an instructor at the Liberian National Police. I'm not going to go into details. Liberian National Police officers have identified the 2 weapons as Norinco. You see, James, I get the military experience. They call it the Norinco, NP-22 and NP-34. So if you cannot find the gun, we'll go, while we are at that, we will go over to Remy Gray for his closing, not more than 2 minutes, Colonel Gray.
You know, Eugene, to be fair, we used to have one Lamina Fango in the military. I think maybe that's your family. We'll have to check that out.
All Fangons are related to me except the bar ones.
Yeah, that was a Lamina Fango. I remember it might have been like, you know, he came in the military 86. But, you know, the only thing I would tell, you know, the listening audience is that real-time crime is being solved on Spoon. The media doing its role it was intended to play. Imagine where this case would have been had there not been, you know, some revelations made on the media. That's why the government.
Colonel Gray, you looking at a gun? You're a gunman. That's Norinco 34 right there.
I mean, it could be, but it looks like, to me, it looks like that looks more like a Colt 45. It's an older weapon, but then the top there look like a Smith and Wesson. So Norinco, I'm not familiar. Maybe I'm more versatile.
Israelis and Chinese weapon. The boys don't know that weapon, so they're calling it.
Yes,
so
I'm
clearly
familiar
you can see
with
the differences in the 2 weapons, right?
Yes, yes.
One man got 2 guns using it all around our capital. Go ahead, let's close.
Yeah. So, you know, as I was saying, I did not being this kinds of corridor where these kinds of situation can be handled, you know, just by discussion. That's why the government is so bent, and I can tell you that there are a lot of effort to see if Spoon TV could be closed, or just how they went after Henry Costa station. But if we continue to to help the country in a positive direction, I think government will be placed in check. I'm glad at least, despite the pressure, Spoon is still doing what it was meant to do. One, to provide not only information but also to help our people get justice. And I say this to say that we have to be able to begin to profile our government agents, people who are serving in high position. If the city mayor, firstly, I don't know whether it was even confirmed in the first place, at the Senate. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah. He was confirmed.
Okay, because when Madame Bra was there, they refused to confirm her, but she was acting forever.
Because
30
of
more
her eyes.
seconds.
And so, if he has this type of legitimacy, where you know everything, evil happening in the country is being named, I think it's about time our legislature start looking at decline vote of no confidence in some of these people, just so we can create tranquility. We're allowing these people to get away with stuff. It's like an us versus them. But there are so many other individuals that can do those jobs with no controversy. So declare them vote of no confidence. The justice minister, as was suggested yesterday, the chief of police, and Koji is another one. I mean, why do you keep these people because of their own controversial stance? Is that why you're still keeping them?
Thank
We want to
you.
be in peace. We want to be in peace.
Thank you very much. It's 6:02. We'll go over to Ava Tupa. Help the Liberian people with your closing.
Yeah, seriously. Our people should just be very conscious. They need to get a better understanding of what the impact of fear is. And fear is coming at them from multiple ways. Fear coming from in the fact that everybody is touchable. People operate with impunity. You can lose your life and nothing can happen. There's a lot of fear there. Fear comes with election coming up, with the threat potentially Spoon could be closed down based on where that discussion goes, where it goes. So suppression of expression, suspension of free speech could be a factor in that fear. So our people just need to have that will, because that's the only way you fight fear. You got to show that you're brave. You got to prove that you're not intimidated. You don't fear what's going on. And until we get there as a people that we really want to desire change and push change, it's not going to happen. You can't keep preaching to people too long. People have to wake up. And the only way we can have that is there's a critical mass of people who believe in a free speech and want to push that agenda and want to stand for it. I know the women are standing up. They're supposed to be doing sit-ins. I don't know whether you received the information or not. But it's very, very important that the Liberian people support the women. I know some people will say, oh, that because that big shot now. No, not necessarily. We have been talking about all these murders in different forums, in different spaces. Maybe sometimes it takes somebody with a higher profile to get affected for more attention to come to it, because they got a saying, if you're just sitting there, when the people coming for the other people, killing the other people, you saying something, at some point it will come for you. So in this instance, they came for her, she was able to survive. So if all of us just sit to the side and say, oh, the other people, life didn't matter, so we don't care about this situation. No, we all need to get together. Our lives are all important. Every Liberian life should be important. And this whole appearance, on Sunday was my birthday. I spoke about it. Koji has been like a son to me. And you know that, Eugene. Nearly everybody knows that. Yes, the people around, the area around here is contaminated. But is it the area around here or is it him? What does he want? I believe he need to re-image himself. That's not the environment I expected the young men who I thought had huge political potential was a natural leader with sacrifice for the people who he working with, to now turn out to be the haven of many of these guys have not been rehabilitated. I don't care what we say. No real rehabilitation went on for the people who fought in the war. Even the regular Liberian who never fought in the war, somebody living in America, they could have had post-traumatic stress disorder from this war because of family members and what happened to other people. So we have significant mental problem in our midst in Liberia that has not been treated. And so we need to understand that. So hopefully, Koji can introspect and be able to really see what does he want? How does he want to be? It can be like we stay in wartime in time of peace. That's what happened with Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor never got out of the bush. So we will not get out of the militancy. We will not get out of being in opposition. You've been in leadership for 5 years as the government. But that switch, I don't think it has occurred for some of them. So hopefully he can wake up, because I got personal love for him, and be able to change what's going on. But for you to consistently be the person that everybody accused, for you to look like the hatchet man for this government, for you to try to be able to want to, and naturally that's how he is. He wants to help everybody because he wants this government to look good. But this government has screwed up. You can't do everybody's job, especially when you don't have the technical competence to do those jobs.
30 seconds.
So in closing, I just want to say, again, thank you for having me on. I really wish my son Koji can turn himself around and be able to do things differently, change the environment around him, or change himself, whichever one you is with, and move forward. But we as Liberians, we need to stand up against any form of tyranny, against the form of any Liberian being killed without no accountability. And I applaud the women for standing up this coming week. Thank you.
Good day.
Yeah, again, let me say many thanks to all of you for presenting a beautiful show again tonight, and a big one to our followers who came and they are still here, and those who will come later to watch. They are the reason why we stay up here. And also, we hope to be back tomorrow with another edition. That's all I have.
Well, thank you to all of you guys for sitting in today. We got at least 1 minute, 30 seconds. Let me say to the Liberian people, when we come on this platform and we try to sharpen the contrast, this is the only place you will find it. We did not play the audio because it was difficult to load. I promise you tomorrow we will do our best to load the audio for you. Now, just a couple of things. Look at the contradictions. That's what we're discussing. If you say the man shouldn't bear arm, we saw the man with arm today. What do you say to that? Someone has died, and someone is giving conflicting accounts of where they were and what they were doing. That is important to all of us. But the reality here is this government have always asked for international assistance with serious crimes that has to do with the national security of the state. But this is one that they haven't asked for. Why has it taken them so long, since last week Wednesday to this week Wednesday? You're talking about 1 week straight in between. I stand to be corrected. 7 days after a major crime, we're now still looking at you. And it's only today that the most accused person with a lot of conflicting stories will be invited. According to Remy Gray Exigency, what we expected today was the arrest of the two individuals on account of something different. The corporation director should have been arrested for illegal possession of firearms. That valley teller should have been rearrested on account of his old case. But I say thank you, Liberians, and it was a pleasure having you. We go over to Baron Brown, Chairman Brown, to take us home. Thank you, gentlemen, and it was wonderful having all of you. Good night to the Liberian
Good night.
people.
Good night. Well, that's how I love to come to the end of today's broadcast. The invitation is yours to join us tomorrow by the grace of God. Jeans, it is all yours.
divided the South and then Georgia